Welcome, folks. This is Upstart Madhawk, and we are going to be doing a playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. The world of darkness is a place where immortal monsters pull the strings of humanity. Violence and despair are common here. The world is bleak, but escape is an ever-present commodity, perhaps too present. New game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to A. Answer a series of questions about the type of vampire you would like to play and allow the game to create your character, or go directly to the character sheet and set your character's clan, attributes, and abilities yourself, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, so yeah, this is Vampire Masquerade. What can I say that hasn't already been said? It's a good game. I mean, that's been said multiple times. But you can choose between seven different clans, vampire clans, which are related to a bloodline. Let's see here. There's Bruja. Bruja are passionate idealists and rebels, more likely to fight for their rights than write protest songs. In life, most Bruja sought special change, and in undeath, most clan members commonly seek the creation of a vampiric utopia. As militant radicals, they are renowned for their combat skills, but are also more likely to frenzy due to their hot-bloodedness, so to speak. They receive a +1 to their unarmored feat, but are penalized with a -2 to all frenzied checks due to their zealous natures. There's Gangrel. Gangrel are wild loners that are the most in tune with the beast within, allowing them to shapeshift into more beastly forms. Nomadic in nature, Gangrel care little about vampire politics and prefer to dwell and hunt in the outskirts of society. Because of their animalistic nature, they receive a +5 to strength, stamina, and wits during frenzy. However, because of their inherent feral nature, Gangrel receive a -1 on all frenzy checks. And this is a female version of Gangrel. That's a male version. And I forgot to do that with Bruja. There's male, and there's female. Yeah. Malkavians. That's the female version, and that's the male version. Malkavians are known as lunatics because of their ability to hear voices of insight and subject others to their insanity through their discipline, dementation. The world appears much different in the Malkavian than it does in the sane clans. Through the extent of the Malkavian's madness depends on the individual, a blessing and a curse. Malkavian's insanity will help or hinder them, depending on how much they struggle against their nature. Malkavians start with a +2 bonus to inspection. So basically they're insane. That's their disadvantage and their advantage too, because they will have more insight onto events. And I'm not going to be doing Malkavians on this playthrough because Malkavians have a different it's going to be hard for anyone to understand. So if you haven't seen Vampire the Masquerade, haven't seen the playthrough of it, haven't played it at all, you won't understand what they're talking about. But after you play through it, you'll kind of understand that they know more than they let on. Nosferatu. It's a male version, and that's a female version. Hideous, skulking, and powerful. Even in a world of monsters, the Nosferatu stand out. They embrace twists and deforms their physical features, forcing them to seek sanctuary underground. Nosferatu are masters of the shadows due to their curse. Nosferatu have a seduction of 0 and can never raise it higher, and they hide their existence from common humans, having shared the darkness with vermin for so long. Vampires of Clan Nosferatu are able to draw extra nourishment from rats. So, yeah, Nosferatu are considered to be, or what I've heard is that they are the hard mode of the game. Personally, I never saw that as really being hard, more as like just different. I mean, most of the time you're going to end up going in the sewers. Rats give you extra nourishment, but you can't feed from club goers, so that kind of, I guess that's where they're coming from, but I never saw it. I actually, the first time I played as in Vampire the Masquerade, I played more as a Nosferatu when I first got the game, way back in 2004 Christmas. So yeah, I'm kind of used to Nosferatu. So I don't know. Toreador. Toreador picture themselves as artists and visionaries, and they value the high society mentality that the Camarilla reinforces. Of all clans, the Toreador are the most connected to the mortal world through arts and entertainment. Toreador are beautiful creatures, sylphid and seductive, and move almost effortlessly through the society of the living. The Toreador's empathy is both a gift and a burden. All humanity's shifts are doubled. So yeah, they're very well connected to humanity. Here's a female version. This right here, humanity. If you do something like kill an innocent person, like murder someone, you're gonna, instead of getting 1 point of humanity loss, you're gonna get 2. And if you do something that would gain you 1 point of humanity normally, you get 2. That's basically what they're saying. Tremere. Blood sorcerers born from mystic rituals and diablerie. Diablerie means a vampire taking another vampire's powers by feeding on them completely, drain them dry. The Tremere are the least trusted of the Camarilla clans. The ritual of the Tremere used to transform from living mages into undying monsters stripped them of their magical arts. To compensate, the vampires of Clan Tremere developed thaumaturgy. I've never been able to pronounce that right. The powerful discipline of blood magic. The clan guards its secrets jealously and are the only kindred to wield this powerful discipline. The pursuit of arcane knowledge comes before all else, and the reliance upon it has weakened the bloodline. The Tremere can raise no physical attribute above 4 points. So in other words, they're the mages of the clans. Of these 7 clans, they're basically a vampire clan of mages. So let's see here. Tremere can raise no physical attribute above 4 points, so you can't raise it up to 5. Pretty self-explanatory. And then you got the Ventru. Truly the upper echelons of society, the Ventru are seen as the honorable and virtuous leaders of the Camarilla. They wholeheartedly support the Masquerade, influencing the mortal and undead worlds to help them maintain the Masquerade as well as garner support for themselves. Clan Ventru is an exclusive and powerful gathering of immortals, and even the lowliest initiate of Clan Ventru can expect special treatment in kindred society. This regal bloodline, however, gains no nourishment from the low-born and thin-blooded. Ventru gain no blood from feeding on animals. Feeding on low-life humans, prostitutes, and the homeless can cause the Ventru to vomit. So they can't feed on rats, and unless if it's a, I guess a normal, healthy human, it's gonna cause vomiting. It may cause vomiting, which means he's gonna vomit up blood, which means you lose some blood, which you need. So that's the male version, and here's the female version. Very elegant. So for me, usually I go for Nosferatu or Gangrel, but I haven't played Nosferatu in a long time. So I guess I'll go for Nosferatu this time. Or male. Let's see here. What can I call him? Marcus? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's go with, I'll just use my name, I guess. Alright, so let's see here. So you got attributes that are distributed based on the clan you choose. On Nosferatu, you got a primary attribute of mental, secondary of physical, and tertiary of social. Social, you don't get anything. Well, because it's a tertiary attribute, nothing. Okay? But because I'm playing as a Nosferatu, there is no, I can't have any seduction, which means appearance and subterfuge I cannot gain, I cannot raise. Abilities for Nosferatu: primary skills, secondary is knowledge, and talents is the tertiary. So you get 1 on that one. You got 3 disciplines for each clan. For Nosferatu, it's going to be animalism, obfuscate, and potence. Obfuscate is stealth. Animalism is a connection towards animals, and potence is supernatural strength. Let's see. Alright, so let's see here. What do I want? Well, I want some wits. I take some. Oh, I'm gonna get 2 wits. Maybe. Nah. Perception. I like the investigate. It doesn't really do a lot. It just highlights certain items that are out there, you know. But I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna kind of go specialize in. There's unarmed, melee, and range, so it's either gonna be ranged or melee, or I might kind of mix it a little. I have no idea right now. I'm still figuring that out. Get some dexterity in there, which gives lockpicking and sneaking. We're gonna need those, I'm sure. I could have gained myself a little strength, but I decided not to. Probably should have went with some stamina. Ah, well. Let's see, brawl increases unarmed, dodge increases defense, intimidate increases intimidation, or intimidation increases intimidate. Subterfuge I can't use, so I'm going to use dodge. So like with seduction, it highlights certain during conversations you might be able to seduce someone to do something, kind of persuade them. Another thing you can do with seduction is when you get into certain clubs, you can find club goers that you can talk to, and you can kind of flirt with them and eventually they become your snack. But of course, you don't kill them, you just feed on them over and over again. So that way you kind of have some blood to work on. So whenever you're low on health or just need some more blood, you can do it. Firearms, ranged, melee, security, and stealth. Probably use some stealth. Let's see. Guess I'll get some melee just in case. And I don't know about security. Well, I need some sneaky stealth. Measures your character's ability to move silently and avoid being detected. Crucial part of the sneaking feat. Knowledge. Computer finance, investigation, and scholarship. See, so computers hacking, finance is haggling, which will reduce the prices that you have to pay for items. Investigation is investigation. I don't think I'm gonna do too much with that one. Get some scholarship in there. Computer, I guess, kind of brings it up a little. And it's been a long time since I last played Vampire the Masquerade, so I don't know about all the computer passwords and codes and all that were, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I might remember a few. Let's see, so animalism, obfuscate, or potence. I usually go for obfuscate. Very useful discipline, very useful ability. So I'll go for that for now. I think I'm pretty good. Good. Let's do this. Turn into
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire. Tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
So yeah. Then comes up the tutorial level, which is this one. Let's see here. WASD by default. Toggle view key Z to switch between first and third. Comes one of my favorite characters in this game.
What a scene, man! Hoo-wee! Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Just so you know, this is the start of the tutorial level. You can choose to do the tutorial, or you can just choose to opt out. Personally, I like the tutorial. It's actually pretty well done, I think. Compared to others, yeah, I think this one's pretty good. See, what happened in there is kind of a question.
Don't worry, kiddo, you'll adjust. I'd love to explain it all, but time's a wasting. You want some help or what?
Okay, I could use some help.
All right. Why don't we, step out back here?
I like it where I am. At least I'm out of that theater.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least. Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
Drink of what?
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. Ah, you're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. Blood, your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
What do I do?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
So what do I do? I mean,
All right. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Why don't you become a vampire then?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain them dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill them.
Alright. This is your blood pool. Blood is the fuel to vampiric powers or disciplines. When your blood pool is low, you need to refill it. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most areas of the game. One is the alley around the corner. It's in the alley around the corner. Feeding on humans fills your blood pool. To feed, approach your victim and press the feed key, F, when you are close. It is important that humans do not see you feed on other humans. Once you have begun feeding on your victim, you will see this bar appear to represent your victim's blood pool. You should stop feeding before emptying his blood pool and killing him. Press feed again to stop feeding. And the interesting thing is, there's this thing called a masquerade. And because of the condition of the Nosferatu clan, disadvantages, they all have a deformity of some kind, usually severe like this. So you gotta stick to the shadows.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Great, when do I get my cape? Do I get to pick the color?
Alright now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Yeah, like what?
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still, a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
So I'm gonna live forever?
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A stake? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Got it.
Okay, now. What the fuck is this? Look, you get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up in bed. I'm just gonna go see what the fuck this is.
You do that. Yeah. So press E to use press E to use the object that it indicates. Context sensitive, that is different depending on the object. In this case, door. Use jump key to jump. Space. There we go. Lockpick. Your feats are a combination of your various abilities and attributes. The higher your feat scores, the better you are at the activities they influence. Inspection is a feat that has a combination of perception and investigation and allows you to see hidden and secret things. For example, the lockpicks on the crate in front of you. You can find your feats listed on your right hand side. You can pick up certain objects. Press E to pick up.
Come down here. Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? They're, Christ, I was going to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat. Well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
So what's up?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
What's the prince a prince of?
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
What am I supposed to do?
Shh. Heads up. Back away. Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards. Alright, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
I'm on it. Access your quest log, press the quest log key, L. Contains information about your quest as well as any notes and instructions you need to complete them. Door is locked. You see this icon, lockpicking, combination of dexterity and security for lockpick. It's a feat that helps you open locked doors with a lockpick, which we have.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
I have my moments.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Wait, I've still got a list of people from high school. Why not?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
I get it.
Keep our secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
What do you mean? What could happen?
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the McGilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
Camarilla, so they're like the vampire good guys?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think some other time, maybe. I like to let people form their own opinions.
Alright, so what's next?
And you, my fugly friend, are gonna have it extra hard. A little effort and the rest of us can blend in okay. A sighting of your hideous ass hits the internet and it's all over. There's a reason most Nosferatu smell like the sewer. Figure it out.
Seems pretty clear, Jack.
Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area a little. And you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay, but what does that mean exactly?
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
I'll find it. Yeah, so area indicators. The icon on the left indicates that you are in a combat area. Combat, anything goes. Masquerade, respect the masquerade. Elysium, vampire neutral ground. No combat or disciplines are allowed, except blood buff while lockpicking. Then masquerade areas, breaking the masquerade can carry dire consequences. Can carry dire consequences such as the unwanted attention of vampire hunters. After 5 masquerade violations, your game is over. As a Nosferatu, you will have to be extremely careful about hiding your monstrous nature. If you are in danger of being seen, you will see this icon appear in the upper right corner of your screen. A small arrow will tell you from what direction you may be seen. Your current number of masquerade violations is displayed on the upper right corner of your character sheet. When you use computer, you'll see icon. Computers are often helpful in solving quests. They can hold information like emails, files. Each computer has a list of menus and commands to use. You will be prompted to press Ctrl-C to attempt your hacking feat. Value of your hacking feat is equal to or greater than the difficulty of the encryption. You will be successful. You'll read a note. Chop shop. Accepted. Yep, you have to type. Approach container. It was locked.
There we go. Now take that keycard and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Got it. Is an inventory key. No cash. Chop shop key. Lockpick. And that's actually another reason why you should do the tutorial, because it gives you the lockpick for free if you find it. You have been wounded by the Sabbat. This blue bar represents your current level of health. As you sustain regular damage, it will turn black. If your health is completely depleted, you will suffer final death and your game is over. Your health regenerates over time. When you are feeding, your health regenerates much faster. If your health bar begins to turn yellow, it means you have sustained aggravated damage. Certain hazards like fire and supernatural attacks cause aggravated damage. This takes much longer to heal than regular damage.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabbat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
What's the difference? Blood's blood, right?
Well, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
You say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
Let's say I get a little overzealous. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
The beast? What exactly do you mean?
The beast? It's always there. It's waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
So I can't kill anyone? That seems a little restricting.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
I think I follow.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Got it.
All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Be back in a minute. Remember, you want to avoid draining your victims. Draining innocent humans will give you a penalty to your humanity. The lower your humanity, the closer you are to the beast. If your humanity gets too low, you will begin to lose control of your character. This is known as frenzying and may result in a masquerade violation if you are around humans.
Not quite as good, huh? Nah, you can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Worse than a bum's neck? That scarf tasted like old gym socks.
Give it a try.
I'll think about it. Nosferatu share a certain kinship with vermin. Rats do not flee the Nosferatu's approach. Unlike other vampire clans who only gain 1 blood point from feeding upon rats, Nosferatu gain 3. Killing rats has no impact on your humanity score. Most likely you're going to end up killing them by feeding them. So. There's one. Juicy.
Boy, you took right to that, huh? I guess for a Nos, rat eating is natural as eczema.
Yeah, keep laughing.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here.
Just one guy?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Sneak where?
The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
I'll do my best. See you in a minute.
Alright, go.
Gone. Sneaking, combination of dexterity and stealth, is a feat that allows you to move among your victims and enemies without being detected. You must be crouched to sneak. You can crouch by pressing Control. Meter on the left indicates proximity of your enemies and their chances of detecting you if they are looking your way. Green means you are completely safe. Yellow means you might be seen, and red means that they will see you if they look in your direction. An enemy's chance of detecting you is directly tied to your sneaking feat. If you are detected, your enemies will often say as much and come to investigate.
quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
What makes you think that?
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
How can that be?
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
Sounds good. I got a little frustration I need to work out.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
I was born ready.
Go get him.
On it. Unarmed combat. Equip your fist and then attack. Your unarmed combat feat is a combination of brawl and strength. Directly affects your success in unarmed combat. Different attacks depending on what direction you are moving when you initiate your attack. Try different combinations of moving and attacking in upcoming battle. You can also block your enemy's attacks by pressing and holding the attack mode key, default tab. To put your fists away, press the holster weapon key H. You have just picked up the tire arm. Equip your melee weapons with F1 and the tire arm icon is highlighted in your melee weapon inventory list. Click the left mouse button to press the attack key. Default left click will initiate your attack. Yeah.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving, though. The Sabbat are going all out. Better head underground, avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a good strategy.
Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
When you are in position to perform a stealth kill, you will see this icon. Stealth kills have the advantage of being silent. To perform a stealth kill, equip your fists, melee weapon, crouch, sneak up behind your behind your victim until you see the stealth kill icon. Press E. Let's see what I do. Oh. There we go.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of hold up.
The more the merrier. Disciplines are your vampiric powers. This icon indicates the discipline you currently have selected. There are two kinds of disciplines, passive and targeted. Passive disciplines directly affect you, and targeted disciplines directly affect your enemies. All disciplines cost a certain amount of blood from your blood pool to activate. Blood buff is another ability common to all vampires. Scroll the mouse wheel to select blah blah blah. Blood buff gives you a temporary bonus to all of your physical attributes. It is useful to a variety of situations, like picking a lock that would otherwise be too difficult. Note, in Elysium areas, you can use blood buff while picking a lock only. Nosferatu have 3 unique disciplines: animalism, the supernatural control of nature; obfuscate, vampiric invisibility; potence, colossal vampiric strength. Potence is a vampiric supernatural strength. Potence is a passive or time-based discipline. Once you activate it, pay attention to the discipline timer on the bottom right of your screen. Use potence is not a masquerade violation. There is a Sabbat guard up ahead. Use potence to kill him. Potence is very effective when used with a melee weapon after activating the discipline. Tire. So it wants you to do it.
No need to go stirring up the hornets until we know the score, though. Head through here. Come to an elevator around the way.
I'll meet you over there.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
No problem. Obfuscate is the power of vampiric invisibility. You must be out of sight when you activate this discipline. With level 2 Obfuscate, you will have to be crouched to stay invisible. Use of Obfuscate is not a masquerade violation. There's a guard up ahead. Use Obfuscate to sneak past him. Animalism is the mystical vampiric power that controls nature. Animalism is a targeted discipline. The effect and its length varies with each level. Use of animalism is a masquerade violation if you are seen activating it. There's a guard up ahead. Use animalism to incapacitate him and pass by. You have level 1 animalism known as Night Wisp Ravens. The guard will be distracted by a flock of mystical ravens. You can then walk past him into the next room. When you pick up an object, thrown objects make noise and can be used to distract your enemies. There's a Sabbat vampire up ahead, guarding the exit. Crouch, find an object you can pick up and distract him. Distracted.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. I'm here to get the bot moving up in here. It's a fucking logo's about to take one for the hood.
So what do we know? What do we do?
They probably seen too much. Here, take 38. Fucking pea shooter for shots to take down a human.
Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die in the woods. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
Useless against vampires?
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns, Alex. Those things can smart, I tell you.
I hear you.
Head up, clear out what's left. can't have that running our mouths like this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
Okay. You have just been given a 38 revolver. Range combat is a combination of perception and firearms. Feat that affects how well you shoot a gun. Yeah. F2 to select your ranged weapons. Ah. There's one. Okay. That's most of the ammo.
Just like that, that's all over. Everyone slings back to their corners of the city.
That's it? It's all over? That's your experience.
Till the next night, we can find some way to strike back. Bury gods, spin and all that, and so on, so on, and so on.
So this is normal?
Well, to be honest, came in an interesting time, I'd say. The Camarilla is a spot. In LA, these are the new nucleons unlocked. There's already plenty of interest at stake down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient interest rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension here. A lot of fear here. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clicking in there, the pieces of eternity. Oh, boy. I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a catch. Was hoping to fill you in a little more, but I gotta figure it all out.
Sure. And here's your gun.
If you make me back down in the last round, it's far down here. I'll fill you in on the politics. That's stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
I'll see you there. You have received 2 experience points. Prince LaCroix has arranged for you to use a Camarilla safe house in Santa Monica as your haven. Here you will find some essentials such as a computer for email, which will serve as your base of operations. And we will end it here for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the show. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment, maybe a like, subscribe possibly. See you next time. Peace.